Welcome to the AutoBack video demonstration. The AutoBack dashboard serves as a single central location to review and respond to all your chargeback and retrieval requests. We mine data from all the card brands, across all your sales channels, and throughout your entire merchant organization. This video will show how AutoBack can simplify your chargeback and retrieval management process, making it a fast, accurate, and secure procedure, allowing you to focus on your core business goals. We will also demonstrate how our reports and alerts can direct initiatives to safeguard your future sales and increase operational efficiencies. To begin, here on the home page, merchants are able to quickly view the number and dollar amounts for recently processed chargebacks and retrieval requests, those to be worked, and finally, for those merchants whom AutoBack is representing in automated mode, where our software engine automatically represents chargebacks for you, you can also see the unmatched chargebacks and retrieval requests. In other words, those requests which could not automatically be matched to its corresponding sales transaction. By clicking on View Process Request, you'll see the table shows information for the chargebacks and retrievals that have been recently processed. If I click on View Chargeback, I get a real-time view of the chargebacks that have yet to expire and require information in order to be properly represented. The same view is naturally available for retrievals and unmatched requests. Furthermore, the user can sort by card brand, by chargeback amount, and many other attributes. Additionally, AutoBack, of course, gives you the ability to filter your information, for example, by card brand, such as Discover. More advanced filtering is possible by using quotation marks. For example, by typing 14 September in quotation marks, the system filters out for that single transaction date. Finally, all data tables on the portal can be exported to a CSV file, which is easily imported into Microsoft Excel, Microsoft Access, or into your own internal merchant system to provide enhanced reporting and other benefits. The AutoBack dashboard format is customizable to your needs and will remain at your preferred format on every future login. Finally, the data in the dashboard is real-time live information. Merchants will only see what they need to focus on today. All other processed or expired chargebacks and retrievals will leave the dashboard and remain in historical data. So let's get into actually using the system. First, we can see chargebacks to be worked. Here is one from MasterCard. The reason code is 4831, suggesting the transaction amount differs. Clicking on the View Response, we can see the system has already started generating a response in preparation for representment back to the issuing bank and to the card brands. Note the tabs with the corresponding information in them. You have the Response tab with response data, the Transaction tab, the Customer tab, the Chargeback tab, or Retrieval tab if it was a retrieval, the Reason Code tab, which is available by clicking on the reason code, which provides sample responses, as well as what the card brands are really looking for in order to do proper reversals. And then we have the Action Rules tab, which shows you the rules that triggered and fired for this particular chargeback. As you can see, AutoBack makes a complex environment much simpler to handle. All data is collected into one intuitive dashboard which can drive responses for you automatically, or guide you to how to do so manually. Also, it's comforting to know that AutoBack has a Log tab to monitor what happens to the chargeback from its beginning to the end, enabling you to monitor what has happened to the chargeback, when it happened, and by whose action. If you plan to respond manually to a chargeback through our dashboard, you may be interested to note that within the Response tab, at the bottom, there are two subsections: Transaction Files and Documents. The transaction files would be those which are relevant to this transaction only. An example would be a sales receipt or a customer correspondence regarding this particular transaction. The Documents tab includes documents and other assets associated with this transaction but are not exclusive to this transaction, such as a return policy. With one click, you can review the pertinent return policy and submit it to the card branch as necessary. This particular chargeback here had a reason code suggesting that the transaction amount differed, and so we are going to upload a sales receipt in order to properly dispute this chargeback. In cases where you need to add necessary assets to the response, you just click on Add Files down at the bottom. A pop-up allows you to add files in any form, such as PNG, JPEG, or TIFF, with assets associated with this transaction. Assets such as receipts are pulled up by AutoBack and are added here. With the software recognizing that it is a receipt, the rule set determines if this chargeback is ready to be represented back to the issuing bank and card brand. It's worth noting that if you make a mistake, such as by accidentally uploading the wrong sales receipt, you can just hit delete and remove that from this particular chargeback. If for any reason it makes sense to not respond to the chargeback, you can simply flag it as Do Not Process. Merchant reports are an important extension of our service. Examples include Last Login Report, allowing you to easily get information for an audit. Custom reports can be created to better understand your business, such as fraud tracking purposes, loss prevention analysis, and point of problem identification. The Ratio Report, which groups chargebacks and retrieval requests by reason code into buckets, graphing the results to quickly determine areas of chargeback vulnerability. AutoBack's system also alerts you about payment events which break normal patterns. Or you can be alerted in specific instances where you want to be informed of higher than normal volumes of fraudulent chargebacks, or a spike in chargebacks involving certain SKUs or stores, or use of gift cards, and so on. Whichever alerts help you adjust your operations and increase efficiency, we are here to help. This completes our demonstration today on the AutoBack intuitive chargeback management and asset recovery system. For a more in-depth demonstration, please contact us at info@autoback.com, and we hope you found it useful and look forward to serving you soon.